Yo, today I'm going to be helping you guys optimize your computer, even if it's like really good or really bad, just to make it perform a bit better in like games or just like daily use. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to make a restore point in case something goes wrong. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we can just go ahead and optimize Windows a bit. So to do that, go and open up settings. First place is to go to privacy. Here, this whole area, you kind of just want to switch everything off. For inking and typing personalization, switch it off. But for this one, put it to required. And for activity history, make sure to not keep that checked. Here, it really matters what your apps are using, so you gotta go over each one. For notifications, make sure to switch this off, and also switch off the background apps that you're not going to be using, and switch off app diagnostics, and yeah, that's all for that. And then we have to go back and make sure that you're completely updated. But for some reason my computer is kind of broken here and it's not letting me update. Yeah, other than that, you can go to settings on the system. Make sure to switch off everything here, everything like unchecked other than the ones you can't uncheck. So if you have a computer, like an actual desktop, put like never for both of these. And if you keep a laptop plugged in all the time, make sure to keep it never, because it's not really going to do anything too bad. And go to personalization. If your computer is struggling really bad and you don't want it to kind of like bloat up a bit, you can switch off transparency effects, which is kind of going to do that to the taskbar. I keep it on because I have a pretty decent computer and I kind of like how it looks. Another thing is to make sure that you're not on light mode, because it takes up a lot of CPU usage and memory, and that's not really good while gaming. So yeah, that's kind of all here so far. And you can also go to gaming. Make sure to switch off game bar, because it's not very good. It's kind of terrible. And switch on game mode or switch it off. It really doesn't matter. It matters on like what you like more. You can test both out. And yeah, that's all here. So you should also open up Task Manager and go to Startup Apps. Make sure everything that you don't actually need is switched off here. Like, you don't really need Epic Games because it's kind of useless, and you don't need any of this. But like, let's say you want to open up Windows security notification when your computer opens up, you can enable it. And I know it says none, but it's not going to be the same like once if you have it disabled. So trust me, just switch off literally every single thing here. It's probably not gonna like break your computer. If it is, you can always restore it, you know. So another thing you can do that actually kind of does help is to go to run and press ms-config. It's gonna open this screen. Go to services here and click hide all Microsoft services. This is gonna show like kind of stuff that are gonna be running in your computer. Once you like disable it and you restart your computer, it's gonna kind of stop running. Unless you know what the software is, I recommend you don't press anything, because it's probably gonna break your computer, and sometimes it doesn't really allow you to reset it either. So yeah, so just don't do anything unless you know what you're doing. Another thing you should do just to like get rid of Windows bloatware is to go to run and open up this exact command. Press Control on your keyboard and delete every single thing here, because that does free up storage. If it shows this, just press this and click skip, because that just means that something's open. And click run again, go to prefetch, continue, and do the same thing here, and clear up every single thing there. So after that, you're done with that part. Another thing, this one's like only for NVIDIA GPU users. You have to open up NVIDIA control panel. This part's gonna kind of take a while, but so the first thing is in the page, like when you open up, press use the advanced 3D image settings and make sure to put it to performance because it does help significantly. And move on to manage 3D settings. Press this and press high performance NVIDIA processor and make sure to click apply at the bottom. That takes a while. So here, none of this like really matters too much. So for CUDA GPUs, make sure to put your GPU that you have, and you can try low latency mode. I don't know why it's on off. It's supposed to be on ultra, and you can switch off max frame rate because it just like capture frame rate for no actual reason is pretty stupid. Make sure to put your power management mode on prefer maximum performance because that actually does help. And preferred refresh rate, that's based kind of on your monitor that you have. I have 165 Hz, so I'll show you guys that later. Texture filtering quality, make sure to put that on high performance. And the Reddit optimization, this is a bit weird. You can put on and off. I tried both. It didn't really help that different, but every computer is different, right? So you can try all of that, and you can use whichever one fits you better. Moving on to change your resolution. This is also if you want to overclock your refresh rate, all you have to do is click customize, custom resolution, and put a refresh rate that's like not too high compared to like what your monitor actually supports. And if it works, it's gonna pop back into the screen. If it doesn't work, it's gonna be on a black screen. Don't worry about it because after like 15 seconds, it's gonna go back and you're gonna like go back to your normal refresh rate. So yeah, that's all here. So. One of the last things you can do is to overclock your computer, just the graphics card probably. And I know a lot of people don't like overclocking their graphics card because it's probably gonna break and stuff, but if you follow along with the tutorial, I can guarantee it's not gonna break because there's like some caution stuff that you can do to make it a bit more safe. And basically what you have to do, open up MSI Afterburner. You do have to download that, and also open up Combustor. They're both MSI. So which one I like to use is the first Furmark Donut, and I run it in 1280 by 720. So as you can see, both of them are in 0 right now, but I open this up, right? So right now I'm getting like 97 FPS. It's gonna be a lot like lower right now for me because I'm recording. So what you can do for this is just to be like really safe. I know other YouTube tutorials probably have different like number increments, but just to be really safe, just put it by like 20 and put this one by like 10 if you want to be kind of safe. And you can see it's like not increasing that much because 20 and 10s aren't really going to do anything. My sweet spot that I found is 170 and 145 for my specific graphics card. As you can see, that does actually boost it. It's like gonna show like 6 or 5 like FPS improvement, but once you get into a game, that's gonna be much higher. Unless you have like a really good graphics card or you're running multiple graphics cards on your computer, I recommend you kind of like don't go over like 250 for core clock at least, because that's probably gonna like break it, and it's somewhat like annoying to kind of reset that. So yeah, you can use whatever kind of increments you want, but the thing to be like kind of cautionable about is when you open that, just go here, make sure to not have that check, like keep it like that, because if you break your computer and you restart it, that means it's gonna kind of go in the same settings every single time, and it's just like not gonna boot up properly, and yeah, that's just gonna be the end for your computer. So yeah, make sure not to do that. And yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to drop a like and a sub if you want. I don't really care, but like, yeah, thanks for watching.